So this arrived today. I got an email from my local post office saying I have mail waiting to be collected, and went down there on the way home from work to pick it up. And when I checked my post office box, took the slip into the shop there and waited for the lady to go out the back and bring this guy out, I could not help but laugh at the size of this thing. And of course she looked at me like I was a bit strange, and I took it from her and promptly left. This is from Alabama. This is from TWYCE Diecast, Mr. David Johns himself. It's a whopper. So I think I'll get the brown wrapping off and open it up and position it off camera so it's all neat and tidy, and I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I'm really not sure how this is going to work because this is quite a monster. So we'll see how we go, and we'll adapt as required. This box looks like it's originally from Finland. Oh, no knife needed. No knife needed. I went to Finland once, and holy smoke. Yeah, I went to Finland one Christmas time, and thinking it was going to be extraordinarily Christmassy because it is in fact the home of Father Christmas, but it was very subdued. But it looks like Father Christmas has been at it with this box. Now, bear with me. I'm going to face you forward. Now, by David's own admission, this box is, quote, over the top. And already I can see what he means. So, bring that. We might get rid of that completely so we don't have any focus issues. And holy doily. Alright. I can see a lot of Matchbox, but I can see a lot of non-Matchbox too. That's okay because I'll show the non-Matchbox in its in-package glory. And then, wow. Wait here. Here's one David sent me earlier. It takes pride of place on my bookshelf behind me. That's an M2 IROC. That came straight from Alabama. And this is an M2 IROC. Aren't the two going to look great together? Thank you, sir. What was I saying? Oh man, these sidetrack me so fast. There seems to be a lot of Matchbox, but a lot of non-Matchbox too, and the idea was to just put the same video across both of my channels. The other channel is Ultimate Diecast, which is stuff like this, but I've been told by people who know that if you do that, YouTube become very excited with your activities and do all sorts of things to discourage you. But I think I'm going to put that in the background. I'll do a review on this on Ultimate Diecast, but this is not where I'll do it. There's probably an easier way to say that, but my tiny brain's already scrambled. So let's have a look at this IROC that did come from Alabama today. It's the 1985 Chev Camaro IROC Z. I wonder if they're the same casting. I'm guessing so. We'll investigate it in due course. but first of all, it's 164 2021. Really? That's brand spanking, folks. That is an impossibility to find that in Perth shops. Absolutely impossible. Oh, and speaking of impossible, this is a continuation of stuff we can't find. Funnily enough, Target Australia gave us a glimpse of what is forbidden. I picked this one up. Well, actually, my wife picked this one up, and she said, look what is available in Target." And we kind of both scratched our heads, mystified. What's changed in our tiny world? Turns out not much, because we glimpsed it. She picked this one up for me, and nothing since. So it was a little bit like, look what the rest of the planet get, but you're not getting them. Or maybe not the rest of the planet, but certainly America. So very glad to have a spare of this one now. I can take this one off the card, because I haven't with mine. Let's have a look. It's the Lamborghini Lm002, if that's how you say it. It's number 24 of this specific set. Feels a bit naughty to rip it off the card, but I can, with this one anyway. Hey. Hey, hey. The first time I ever saw a Lambo like this, and I've never seen one in real life, but in the diecast world, was a Tomica Lamborghini Cheetah. Minus the doors, it's a very military version. My understanding is, and it doesn't say anything about Cheetah on the base, but my understanding is Lamborghini were approached by the Italian military, who knows when, 80s, late 70s, 80s, to build them an off-road military capable vehicle. Might be wrong, but that is my understanding of the situation. The 95 custom Chevy van's back with Matchbox Vanna on the side. This one's got the jerry cans and the spare wheel. Some have the motorbike. I'm not sure if they carried over that variation with this one, but that will be staying on the card, let me assure you. How do we go for shot? Let's move some stuff. Put him sort of there and do that. Yeah, that works for now. I guarantee it won't work in 5 minutes, because there is so much in this box. Let's continue along this set. This might be a straight up reissue for the Datto 1970 Datsun 510 Rally. I'm pretty sure that is just a reissue, but I'll have to check with the one behind me. Oh, that's number 4 of 24. The last one was 11. And who knows what the Lambo was, because I destroyed the packet and threw it over my shoulder. Nope, it's gone. Number 24 of 24. Frank and Bernard's Cyclorama. It's a mobile bike shop. Yep, it's a bike shop. Very nice. Usually an express van. In fact, it's called an express delivery. But yeah, and I bet Frank and Bernard Cyclorama is a real thing, because that's what Mattel like to do. Let me know if you frequent Frank and Bernard Cyclorama. I'm sure it's a shop in the US. Number 23 of 24 is the Termite Terminator's wildlife rescue truck. Certainly not rescuing the termites in this, are you? With a tank that big. That's termite mass destruction rescue. Oh, could I show you this? Might as well. Jeep Cherokee coming. Yes, there is a Jeep Cherokee coming. Sounds like I'm about to get a knock on the door. There's some very loudmouth people. Hang on. False alarm, no knock on the door. It was a delivery person with a friend, unusually. They normally arrive by themselves, but he must have been showing him the run. Right, back in the zone. This is a little departure. This is one of my all-time favourite cars on the planet. In Heritage Classics set, Pontiac Firebird Formula, no flaming chicken or Phoenix Rising, as it's correctly named on the bonnet. But this is an oldie. Yeah, look at that. This is over a decade old. 2011 release, 2010 copyright. Let's put in there. It's always a little bit unnerving when I hear voices outside because the road's really quite far away from the house. So I feel the need to investigate. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, no. Gee whiz. I've had another one of those moments. Yes, David, this is over the top, but I appreciate it very much. So these different years. That must have been a recolor. They're both from 2010. Oh, that's a spectacular blue. Anyone who thinks they're not a Variant fan has yet to have the same car, different colour. Pretty much of any casting. But look at these two. And while I have it in my hand, there is a green one. What year is this now? Oh, hang on. They've even... On this one, they're saying it's a 71 Pontiac. Not sure the other two aren't, but it's a different year, 2013, so 2014 release. See what I mean? And as I peer into the box of magic, number 3 of 24 of the set we've just been discovering together has got the Phoenix Rising on the hood. And look at that. Look at that. I'll have to free all of these at some stage. And of course, that's got to be a 2020 copyright. Yep, 2020 copyright. So it's been around for a long time. But you see what I mean about the different colours? They just make my... Oh. After my interruption, I've had so many interruptions the last few days, but I just slide right back into this world of mine. 1978 Dodge Monaco Police. Yet another one I didn't have. I've discovered a few of these in recent days in all the tubs I brought home from a wild night out. 2010, 2011 release. And the more I see, the more I've become aware of the fact that I don't know. I'm going to dig a little bit to stay on the Matchbox line. This is number 10 of 24. The Jeep Cherokee in National Parks livery. My National Parks collection was really quite lacking until recently, but this is yet another newbie because it's new and we don't get them. Hey, Hey, 40th anniversary. This is the Honda Civic Type R in a funky racing livery. I'll get this one out. It's kind of sealed. There I was not thinking I needed a knife. I really like these special boxes that come with them, because you can have best of both worlds. You can do all your opening and throwing and keep the best bits. What year are we talking here? 2000 and is that a 6 or an 8? Sweet. 2008 on the base, so we'll go with that on the box, even though I still might be wrong. It's happened before, but sweet. Oh man. We'll put that there. No, we won't, because it'll crowd out the view. Put that there. Yep. So, I've said this before, but I'll say it again as we dreamily look at a Honda Ridgeline from the boxed series of Superfast, or the homage to it. Yeah, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you've been living under a rock for the last couple of years, you'd be completely ignorant to the fact that there is a very special YouTube channel out there called TWYCE Diecast. And I'll leave a link on my channel, or my dear secretary will, because I've never done that sort of thing before and don't know how. But somebody will leave a link to TWYCE Diecast on the description, and you really need to check it out, because there are things like, well, we'll get to it in a second, but he shows the most extraordinary cars. I'm not sure, actually he shows mainline, but only for massive giveaways. He'll show them, he'll review them, and then he'll just give them away. That's David in Alabama of the United States over there, and it's TWYCE Diecast. Hey, just realised this looks very familiar. Yes, but I've not seen it in that crazy cool colour. Oops, as I almost chipped that crazy cool colour. They've got a new name for that here. It's called Bordeaux, as in the wine, as in the region, but primarily the wine for its colour. Not burgundy, not maroon, Bordeaux. I know somebody with a Subaru in this colour, and I had to ask what colour they called it, and that was it. That's nice. A Honda Ridgeline. And I will stop the camera momentarily at some point to tidy up the table. And that, lordy, as I take a sneak peek without anybody's permission. Speaking of special, always when I see something like this, my heart sinks, because do I destroy that card? Maybe not today, maybe on the other channel where I'll feel more comfortable doing that, but you'll see it, you will see it. And the other thing that throws me is I don't know where to start looking for the copyright. There we are, 2020, as luck would have it. So this is this year's release. Collect them all. It's a Johnny Lightning 2-pack. So this is 007. This is obviously James Bond. My age, Roger Moore is always James Bond. There were actors before him and certainly actors after him. I always call the current one Craig David, who is a singer, apparently, not an actor. And as many times as I'm corrected, my memory automatically goes back to Craig David, which is the wrong answer. We haven't even looked at them. Get on track, boy. Come on. So we've got a 1974 Amc Hornet, as seen in The Man with the Golden Gun. I don't think I've seen that one, but everybody's seen GoldenEye. 1964 Aston Martin DB5, usually with bullet holes, dings, and other scrapes, and sometimes cannon popping out of the roof and machine guns out of the headlights. You always fantasize that you have that happening on your car when you're in traffic, don't you? Maybe it's just me. Right. I'll reveal what I spied. Check it out. Holy moly. I vaguely remember a conversation about this, but when I say vague, my memory's kind of vague 24/7, but how are we going to see this? There are two trucks in here. This is all from Reethoffers, if I'm saying that right. Limited edition from, I gotta know what year. 1993. 1994 release. Oops. Get back in there. There it goes. I'll tilt this at a strange angle. Star Wars graphic text style. So you could have a little bit of a look. Maybe go that way. Hey! All my tomfoolery, and I'm not even really getting what I'm seeing. Polar power. And that's a Volvo truck. And we've got what is normally known. It's alright, you're not on a ship on the high seas. You're in Tyrone Studio. This is normally the auxiliary power truck in a fire engine livery, or backup to the fire department. And it's still used as a auxiliary power truck, but for the circus. Oh yeah. We'll do a separate review on this one. I'm calling it. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh man, I think I'll put them over here for now, and then when we rearrange the table, we'll all get a fantastic view of it. Hey, there are actual car parts in here. No wonder this box was so heavy. Check this out. Check it out. Hey, this is an actual license plate. David, you crazy bugger. Does this mean if I swap this off the ute and go careening around the town at high speed, you'll get a ticket, not me? I'm not sure how that would work out. Heart of Dixie, look at that. I don't know what Dixie is, but I know it's something to do with that part of the States, obviously. Elvis sung about it. Dixieland. It's the whole Alabama, Kentucky area, I think, but not 100% sure if I comprehend the word Dixie. I think it's just a feeling, but that's my guess. Awesome. Should put magnets on that and periodically pin it up. That is exactly what I'll do. I've been modifying things as stage props, for want of a better term, of all the things people have sent me to go along the back. And instead of having the Matchbox thing, I'm going to have that up. That'll be in a video coming soon to a theatre near you. Brilliant. Brilliant. Moving right along. I see a Ford bag. Oh, wow. I'm cheating again. Let's go to this. And I'll put it that way because I've just realised there's an address on there. These are loosey-gooseys. Hey. Uh-oh. I think this is a Superfast. Not a Superfast, a Super Kings. I've never held one of these in my hot little hands before, until now. This is a Super Kings, guarantee it. Look at that. The Londoner, K15, made in England by Lesney Products, 1972. Holy smoke. I have one other Super Kings, and it's a car transporter. And until now, I've resisted the temptation of buying every Super Kings to be found. And oh, look at that! I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah, I think this has just tipped me over the edge. Thank you, David. But love it. Look at that suspension on. Oh man. Yep. Another rabbit hole. Here we go. All the rest are 164. All the rest are... Hey! You can never have too many of these. I've been thinking about doing a resto, my very first ever resto, and if I find the time, I reckon this is going to be the first one. I've got plenty of this, but this looks ripe for the picking. I'll have to go back through all the resto videos I've seen over the last year or so and actually listen to the very helpful hints and tips. I've got a cattle truck. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I'm hand picking things to show you, because I will show you everything. Yes, another resto candidate. Field car. I've got a couple of field cars, and whoops, going all silly with giddiness. I've got a couple of field cars, and all are in about this neck, so this will be in good company. Maybe I'll get a Spico one, a mint one, but this will be in very good company. In the drawer behind me. Thank you, David. And this is a Tanzara, I think so. Yep, Tanzara. I'll figure out how to use a chroming pen. I've been told to get one to fix up any bits and pieces around the place. So this might be a good practicing ground on that engine and the exhausts. A little Tanzara. And a horse float. This is in pretty good nick. I've got one of these, but it's actually not in as good condition as this one. It's usually missing horses if you get it on the second-hand market, as this one is. Horse box, they called it. Old. But yeah. And one of my all-time favourite in the Lesney range is the Dodge Challenger. This is a car where when you see the real thing, you think the real thing's out of whack. But then you realise they stylised this to make it look the way it does. And to kids like me, this was a Dodge Challenger because you didn't see one in real life. This was real life when you were a kid. But yeah, they chopped down the back around the back wheel, and actually pretty much everywhere around they stylised to make it cooler, I suppose, in that scale. And we've got, that's it, yes, we do. A couple of escorts. Very nice. Yeah, I think I might be into a resto at some point. Oh, and we're back after a small break. The battery died, but these days I have 2 batteries, so the yakking can just go on and on. I had one. Oh, this is another Tanzara. It is too. Yeah, I'm learning to try and stop things interrupting me. Just learning. I haven't mastered it yet, but now I have a battery always on charge for moments like this. Who knows how long I was going for. I did glance at the viewfinder to see how much how much life this battery had in it, and it looked fine, and all of a sudden the camera turned off right before my very eyes. So I'll show you everything in this box and then wrap up this part of the video and clean up the table before I start the next video, because this really deserves, wow. Stay on track. Stay on track. Right. Okay, so I have a second Tanzara. I'm not sure which one I pulled out of the box. That one, I think. Very good. And I've got a Saab. He wildly guesses. Yes, Saab Sonnet. With its opening part. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? All the play where this thing's got and the opening part is still intact. It says quite a lot about how they were put together back then. And a Vantastic with an engine. I've got the Vantastic with a flat bonnet. Oops. Way too much coffee this morning. I'm getting all dropsy. But another one ripe for a resto job, if I find the time. And a Lambo Countach. Yep. With yellow tint. I'm not sure if I have a yellow tint. I have the green and the red tint. This might be a very welcome seat warmer until I get a mint one. When it comes to this age car, there are plenty of seat warmers in my collection, and very happily so. There's no point not having it just because you don't have a mint one. And that's the last in this box. That'll be a girl's car, the tyre fryer, and I just check that where are we? It is a tyre fryer. I'm getting good at this memory thing. This is a girl's car for me because my sister had it when we were all kids, and we weren't allowed to touch it, so it became a girl's car. Clearly not, but it's funny what you remember from your childhood. Wow. Who knows how long this video is, because I'm only seeing 3 minutes, which is the time from the battery exchange. What a ride. What a box. And I'm looking into the depths of the abyss in diecast glory, and I can tell you that the second video to come will be at least as good as the first one. So stay tuned. Thank you, David. That's TWYCE Diecast in Alabama, David Johns. Very generous man indeed. And check him out. Absolutely do yourself a favour and check him out on YouTube. TWYCE Diecast. You'll be glad you did. Alright, I'll wrap this one up here and go and have another coffee and make the second one. Bye.